Anyone who watched our last vlog will know that we loved Koh Kood, and our expectations were sky high as we arrived on its smaller neighbour, Koh Mak. But a snap decision we'd made meant we might only be staying for one night. Oops.
Travelling to Koh Mak, and on this rather luxurious Bunsuri catamaran. It's like got AC, it's got leather seats.
Got a CD player.
Yeah, look, nice then.
And despite the massive bum rush to get on, look, those are free seats.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like it's going to be a nice calm one.
We jumped into a song tower at the port for 50 baht each to make the short journey to our accommodation.
This is TK Resort, it's our outdoor area. Probably the nicest bit of it.
Yeah.
And then the room. It's a bit tired, but it's not too bad. 2 beds, so sort of an American double again.
We've stayed in worse. It seems to be clean. From what I can see,
Yeah, it's just a bit older. That's what I read about, like some of the accommodation on this island is a little bit older, so a bit tired.
Paint flows there, which is always a thing.
Bathroom.
Traditional Thai style shower.
Yeah. It will do. We've only booked one night because the other nights they've got available are like the really pricey ones, so we'll have a look around later today for somewhere to stay tomorrow.
We hadn't eaten since breakfast, so we grabbed a quick bite at Mong Kitchen near Koh Beach. It filled a gap, but we were about to find out how difficult it is to book next day accommodation over peak in Koh Mak. After calling into what felt like every resort in the area with no luck, it looked very much like we'd be heading to Koh Chang in the morning. I'm sure you can see why we weren't keen on leaving Koh Mak right away. And as luck would have it, we didn't have to. Last night, when we'd all but given up hope, we got talking to a local at a cool little bar called Koh Mak Art House. And somehow he managed to hook us up with a place to stay. So we were staying. Yay! Swadee Ka!
Swadee Ka! We are on the move. We spent one night at TK Resort. Initially we had like 4 nights booked in, what's the name of it?
Yeah, I can't remember. It's another one that's nearby there.
Makan Tea Resort.
Yeah.
And then I read a load of stuff about how there's loads of sandflies. And then John looked at it on TripAdvisor and said, it's only 3.5, the reviews are horrible. So what we did, we thought we were being smart, so we cancelled that booking. Booked one night at TK's, and then we're like, oh, we'll just come and find accommodation when we're on the island. We turned up, and the ferry was quite late, so we turned up at sort of 3:30, dropped our bags, got some late lunch, and then spent like the next hour or two going around the hotels and hostels to be told, no, we're full.
Yeah, achieving very little other than getting bitten by a million mosquitoes.
Yeah, that happened. And then we stopped in a bar. We thought, all right, let's have a break, have a drink, sit down and regroup. And then the bar owner was like, hey, I have a friend. They have a place. It's not on any of the booking apps. They have availability. And we're like, okay, how much? And then they're like, oh, it's like 3,600. I'm like, that's kind of out of our budget. Anyway, like push it down to 3,000 a night, which is still pretty pricey. But we're out of our options. So we're like, okay, it's a plan B or plan A as it is now.
Yeah, so let's see what we find.
Yeah, we've been picked up. We'll see what it is. If it's like a bit sketch, then maybe we'll just stay one night. And then decide where we're going from here.
Yeah, we will definitely be staying at least one night though, because as far as I can tell, there isn't a single room available on the island.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost like several £100 a night.
So top tip, if you're visiting during peak times, like these small islands like Koh Mak, Koh Kood, have something booked in advance. Don't be foolish like us. Anyway, let's hope we're not being kidnapped to commit cyber crimes like my mother has warned me of.
And maybe this place will be good. And if it is, we'll tell you about it, and maybe you can stay here too.
Definitely. Bye. So this is the place. The reason it's not on any of the booking apps is because it's like half a building site. Some of it's finished, some of it isn't. It's like straight out. The view is the beach.
Slightly precarious balcony.
Yeah, it's not really. I don't recommend you step down there.
I think that is. But yeah, pretty nice. The beach is pretty good. There's a swing there, which is obviously what we like to see. Everywhere has a swing these days, right?
Yeah, it's nice and quiet. As far as I can tell, there's only one other group staying here, maybe two groups of people. Yeah, the room's modern. It's like brand new, so.
Got AC, which worked nicely. The bathroom's good. The shower's nice. Just a little bit remote from the rest of the resort.
Yeah, but then like if you drive from this place to the other end, which is the pier, it's Google Maps says it's like 18 minutes. All right, this is Koh Mak Seafood Restaurant. We've got here spicy vermicelli salads, some rice, and we've ordered the fried fish again.
Yeah, I don't know if you're getting a sense of the scale on here, but it's not that small.
Pretty
It does
good.
look very good. Plenty of chili I can see on there, some nuts, some of that salty goodness underneath, so really looking forward to that. The spicy pork salad proved not to be that spicy, but actually very tasty so far, so enjoying that with the pork with vermicelli, and yeah, looking forward to tucking into that fish.
We asked for everything spicy, but so far it hasn't been that spicy.
Amazing setting again to have lunch.
Yeah, nice view over here. We just driven from our accommodation to the other side of the island, and it took about 10 minutes. So, yeah. Nice and manageable, this place. Look at these seabirds.
Hopefully the herons don't come for our fish.
Hopefully not. Hopefully too spicy for them.
The fish was as good as it looked, salty and sweet with a strong hum of garlicky goodness. Come and check this place out if you're on Koh Mak.
So we've come to the north part of the island and the Cinnamon's Scenic Boardwalk. It's basically like quite a long pier. If you can see the sign, if you're not staying in the resort, you have to pay 50 baht to walk down, which isn't a lot, but I don't really feel the need to do it today. View from here is good enough. As you can see, it's quite a rough day today, so there's quite a lot of debris being washed up on the beach. Quite wavy, so we're not going to be doing any kayaking or anything like that, but maybe tomorrow. Anyway, we've seen it, and this is Cinnamon Boardwalk. If it takes you fancy when you're on Koh Mak.
Next stop is this magnificent beach here, which is Soun Yai. Very quiet. Sea's a little bit choppy because the wind's coming this way.
Don't get me wrong, it's not a patch on some of the beaches we've been on so far on the trip, but it's still a really nice beach. And like, there's been like literally one other guy in the sea.
The small island in the distance is Koh Kam, and you can get there by boat or kayak from this pier. So we decided that we'd come back the next day for that.
There are prices to pay for paradise.
Such as
this is
not that noticeable now, but you can still see it, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday.
Very spread out. We're not quite sure what got him, but whatever it was very dirty. Anyway, he's put some extra strong steroid cream on it, and we're back on the road. What do we need after beach time? Gelato. So this is Island Gelato, made in house. They've got some interesting flavours. We've got brown butter here. We already tried that one, but it's nice. It's nutty, like brown butter. The other one is mocha almond. got good coffee flavour that may keep us awake.
It may
But
keep us
worth it.
awake, but worth it. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah, if you're a gelato fiend, then you should come here. This was 140 baht for 2 scoops. Worth it.
If someone were to ask us to recommend a restaurant on Koh Mak, we'd send them to this place without hesitation. It's the Dum Noodle Restaurant.
Yeah, so seeing as it's called Dum Noodle, we thought we should at least get one noodle dish. We went for the dark noodle soup, and then you can choose like the protein. So this is the dark noodle soup with tender beef. It smells like it's got a lot of the spices like cinnamon and star anise, similar to like what a Taiwanese beef noodle soup might smell like.
It smells really good. It's up my street.
Fairly sweet, the broth, but nice. Quite fatty, but not in a bad way.
Mm.
No, in a bad way.
Looks like there's a
Greens
decent,
in there.
looks like a decent amount of beef in there.
Yeah. Yeah, beef is tender. Nicely marinated.
How much is that dish?
70, but it might be more with beef. But 70 baht, so more like local pricing because you're out of the sort of resort area.
Yeah, definitely worth heading over this way.
Yeah, because we noticed on this island, I guess, because it's smaller and there's less accommodation. So things like accommodation are more expensive. Food in general, 'cause a lot of the restaurants are concentrated in the strip. So you pay maybe like double what you pay elsewhere on the islands or on the peninsula, definitely.
So we've got the pad krakow here, made with pork. We've got it with chicken as well. We've got the Thai basil on it, the fried pork with plenty of chili by the looks of it, nicely fried egg and some rice. So let's see what we've got here.
You have to add the egg on if you want it. It's like an extra.
As usual with this dish, it is pretty highly seasoned. But I'm not mad about it. There's a lot of flavors going on there, quite lingering flavor.
Is it spicy?
I wouldn't have said there's
I realized
spicy.
my friend have been doing.
Perhaps by the time I reach the end, I'll find it. So that mouthful was spicy.
There we go.
So
I've like.
Yay.
yeah, we've had this dish quite a few times, both in Cambodia and here. I guess it's been like kind of a staple formats. And yeah,
Can't go wrong with it generally.
can't go wrong with it. If I had a choice of this or that Thai, I know which one I'd be ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning from a really windy Koh Mak. Yeah, so you see that over there, that's Koh Kam. We were planning on taking a boat over there today, but yeah, that's not happening. And I'm actually sheltering behind this tree in the hope that you can hear some of the things that I'm saying. Yeah, I think we might need to replan what we're going to be doing today. And I'm very much hoping that this is calmer tomorrow for our crossing to Koh Chang. Fingers crossed. Okay, see you in a bit. Don't know where we'll be yet though. So Lisa's decided to get a little mid-morning snack.
Why not? Because like we always see these setting up and stuff, but what we always worry about during the night time especially is when do they cook these skewers and then they just reheat them? How are they keeping them in the meantime? But it's 10 in the morning, so there's no excuse for that. I presume these are just being cooked now.
Oh, last night.
Or last night, but I'm not thinking about it.
It's okay. The way they usually hold them is just by leaving them on the barbecue out in the open, which is fine.
We're fine.
sure.
We've only got like an
Anyway,
hour boat.
there's a nice looking guy here. Anyway, he's like, how do you? He's having a good investigation.
So they were doing these at the same time, so I thought it'd be rude not to. This one's chicken, this one's pork, allegedly. Really nice. But I would say it's probably, I would guess it with chicken too, but what do I know?
How much were they?
They're tasty. 10 baht each.
10 baht each. Can't really say fairer than that. Somebody's definitely taking a keen interest in that, aren't they?
So after waiting patiently, he got his reward. Medium rare chicken? No problem.
Morning. This is Terraria Cafe and Bake. It's Sunday morning and it's time for a bougie coffee because today's plans have gone out the window due to winds. So we were originally going to kayak over to Koh Kam, but then we thought, oh, we can't really do that because it's too windy. So we went down to look for the boat and it's even too windy for that. So got time for a little relaxing coffee and then probably just head back to our beach because it was a lot calmer there. Right, so this is our last night in Koh Mak and we're in a pizzeria. We've eaten Thai food for like days now, haven't we? We haven't actually eaten anything different. So this place is called Little Red Oven and it says on the blurb that it's the largest wood-fired pizza company in Thailand. So it's some sort of chain actually.
So we've accidentally come to Pizza Express.
Or Pizza Hut. We'll find out.
Oh, if only. Where's the buffet though?
Yeah, so the menu's quite simple. It's like margaritas and then add your own toppings. I don't know if you see that, yeah. We're not sure how big they are, but we thought, well, we don't have breakfast included in our accommodation, so if we got two and it's big, then we definitely save some for breakfast. It's a good idea, seeing as we're traveling tomorrow.
Yeah. Give us some energy for the boat to catch on.
Yeah, exactly. Pizzas are here. Having a look here, and doesn't look too bad. Look, nice sort of nicely cooked base. No sogginess there.
The thing is, they look very eatable. I'm not sure about like breakfast, but
they're quite big. I think I can hold back. We'll hold back 2 slices of each for breakfast. Yeah. So whenever your taste buds need a change, this place looks like it's going to be all right. Oh, a little bite of this one, I reckon. This one came first. Let's try it. Very cheesy. Some may say a little too cheesy. I know sometimes the Italians say that you can have too much cheese in
the
pizza.
Italians may say that, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm happy with this overall. Can't complain at all.
Yeah, it's quite like a sort of dirty pizza. I'm quite impressed. Like, it'd be a good pizza after a night out.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning, when you're absolutely legless, eating this in the back of the taxi, hoping the driver doesn't see. Yeah.
Leaving today to Chang. This is Alnid Pier. And we got a free ride with our accommodation to the pier. This Bunsiri ticket doesn't include the pickup. The one to the other end does. So if you book Bunsiri to go to Koh Chang, it's 600 baht each, I believe. It's about an hour, and they pick you up and drop you off the other side.
Here's the Bunsiri ferry coming in to pick us up now. If you travel around these islands, you just got to understand that things don't really run to timetables quite the way you might be used to. But so far, we've always got there in the end.
As the boat came in to pick us up, we couldn't help but feel a little sad to be leaving another great little island. See you next time on Koh Chang. As always, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if you have any questions at all about Koh Mak.